You are tuned into Kokomo Radio, your radio station, the number one radio station in the world. This morning we are doing country. This is Friday morning country with me, Stoffel. And on the line we have our special guest. His name is Jordan Pickett. Good morning, Jordan. How are you doing?
Good morning. Yes, sir. I'm doing great. I'm really glad to be here. I appreciate you having me.
Jordan, I don't think the people know anything about you. Please tell us, where are you from?
So my name is Jordan Pickett, and I'm from Silcope, North Carolina. It's a small town, farming community here on the east coast of the United States, and I'm really blessed to be living where I live because I can just drive a few hours to the east, and I'd be at the beach, I'd be at the ocean, and I can drive a few hours to the west, and I'd be in the mountains. And I'm also not very far from Nashville, Tennessee, which is, the big music town of America. So I've always wanted to go there, and I've not been there yet. So I'm gonna have to make that happen.
Jordan, obviously you're in the music business, and is country the genre that you love or you prefer?
Yes, sir. I've always leaned towards classic country music, and I've also done a lot playing and performing and singing for church. I do the piano for my church as well. So Christian music is a big part of me and what makes my music my music. And so country and Christian are primarily the two styles or genres that I sing and play in, and also write in.
I'm so glad to hear that. Jordan, are you from a musical family?
Yes, sir. On my dad's side, all through my dad's side, he has people in his history who play music. We would always get together at Christmas parties and family gatherings, and it would always make those times special because we would be playing music and singing hymns and singing Christmas carols together. And so it was always more than just getting together and eating for Christmas. We'd have the guitars out, and like I said, there was multiple of us, so we would have the whole family singing, and lots of guitars and drums. We'd have lots of music going on, and it was always a good time, and that always inspired me. I always looked up to that. I thought that was really neat. And my dad's Uncle Donald, he was kind of the leader of that, really, and wasn't too long ago that he passed away, and in a way, I kind of like I'm feeling those shoes a little bit.
Jordan, our condolences on your uncle. Um, Tell us, when did you start singing, or when did you start realizing this is the way to go? This is the career that you want to follow.
Well, my grandpa passed away in 2017, and I was 14 at that time, and that was when I wrote my first song. I'm very passionate about songwriting and music, and not only that's just kind of what helps me write my feelings about the things that I am passionate about, like family and home, love, and as you've heard me mention, loss. And I've big ever since that day, I've just been writing stories and writing songs that matter to me and that mean a lot to me. And it was ever since that day that I really fell in love with writing and music.
Tell me, your first song that you recorded, or was it just something that you wrote for yourself? And if you recorded something, when did you record your first song?
Well, like I said, I did write my first one for my grandpa, and I've always done kind of my own thing. I was actually, for the longest time, I was afraid of going to a big professional studio because I didn't know how that experience would go. I didn't know how that would be. It wouldn't only be me. It'd be working with someone else, and that was new to me. So what I did for a while was I would do it myself. I would just produce little things the best that I could in my room, and by no means was it professional, but it made me happy. I had fun with it, and then I ended up getting to a point that maybe I could go to a studio, and so I went to a good friend of ours, and he has a professional studio. It's an in-home studio, and he was a musician back in his day. He's been around the clock, been around the town, and done the whole music world thing, and now he's settled back home as a producer. And so I went there, and I recorded my first CD of 5 original songs. I had to sell my pit bike, my dirt bike, to raise the money to go do that, because that was new for me. And um, we went and did that. I got 5 original songs on that CD, and after that I went back and I did a Christmas CD, and then I had, uh, as I said, I do a lot with the church. That started coming more and more of my life, and I wrote 10 Christian songs, and I went and produced that with him as well. And after that, I've just been continuing to write and work on a lot more songs, and that's kind of when I met Sunette.
Oh, so you met Sunette Bridges from South Africa, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you recorded your latest single called "Feels Like Memory" at Sunette's studio.
Yes.
Tell me more about the recording. How did it happen? Who helped you? And who just tell us more about the song. I mean, is it written by yourself?
Yes, sir. I wrote it myself. I got this inspiration for this song. I was actually going to practice at church, and I walked in, and just the smell of the church had put me in a state of mind where it felt like a memory, if that makes sense. Have you ever tasted something or heard a song that
Yes,
brought you back to something in the past?
yes,
Well,
yes,
that's what happened to me, and I had that realization that that is how you know it's been too long, when it feels like a memory to you. And so I thought that was a really neat idea, and that a lot of people could relate to that, and relate to being away from something, and relate to being away from home and missing something that they love. And so that's where I got the inspiration for this song. And then I went in, and I recorded with Sunette and Werner, and it was an incredible experience. It was definitely different for me, because they they speak different language, and they didn't do that all the time, obviously, but they would at times, and it was different for me. And first off, I had not been in a studio quite like that before. And even if you have been in a professional studio, I don't think anybody has been in one quite like that one. It's just incredible. But not only was the studio amazing, but everyone that I encountered at Rivers and Bridges Studio was just super nice. They were always making sure that I had what I needed to feel comfortable. And that is a big, important part, in my opinion, because it allowed me to be confident and perform my best work in the studio, and be efficient. And that's really what's important. I need to be able to sing that song like I know I can sing it. But if I don't feel comfortable with who I'm working with, then I can't do my best work. And that's something that I really liked about working with Sunette and Werner.
yes, absolutely. I can just want to jump in there, and I want to tell our listeners the song was written by you originally. The what you call my English is not so good, but today I have to. Um, the the guy that assists you with that song is called Werner Pickett. I know you Americans pronounce it completely different, but Werner is definitely one of our great producers. That's the word I was looking for. So he produced the song, and Sunette Bridges was also involved. And who did the harmonizing with you on the song?
Well, initially I did some of them, and then we got to a point where I needed a little bit of help, and so Werner, I believe, he taught them, and I know Sunette's daughter as well was kind enough to jump in there and sing those backup harmonies for me also, which I was really appreciative of because she was able to hit those higher notes that I couldn't.
Yeah, that was actually correct.
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it sounded good in the end.
That's a great song. I must say, I've listened to it a few times and I've played it on Kokomo Radio, and I just had positive feedback on that song. And I think with a little push and a little more playtime on radios, this song will actually grow in people's hearts and minds, and I believe that this one will be a big success for you.
Well, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me to hear that from you. It really does. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So, Jordan, how do you see your way forward from here? If you've recorded this single now, your latest single, and it's out there for the people to buy and to listen. How do you see your way forward from now on?
You know, you really can't quite pinpoint the future. I've come to know that. You never know what's gonna happen. That's for sure. Because I never thought, even just a few months ago, I never thought that I would be where I am right now. Even just a few weeks ago, I didn't think that I would be talking to you right now. It's just amazing how the future unfolds for you each and every day. And right now, I'm in college at GTCC, Guilford Tech Community College, and I'm studying music there, and I enjoy it. I'm learning all about audio and lights and um, studios and performing and all sorts of stuff and theory of music, and I enjoy that right now. So there's part of me that has always leaned towards being a teacher, and with the song release and everything that I'm going on right now and performing, I'm in love with music, performing wise, and creating it in the studio. And this whole journey with producing and releasing has been an amazing experience for me. And so there's a lot of me that wants to do this over and over again. And the truth of it is that I'm just gonna take it a day at a time, and we'll see where the future leads. I really don't know where I'll end up, and I'm just gonna give it my all every time I have the opportunity to, and just keep on going with it. Hopefully, maybe one day I'll have more songs recorded with Werner and Sunette. Maybe I'll have more songs out. You just don't know, but I'm just grateful for the opportunities that have been presented to me, and I'm grateful to be where I am right now.
Jordan, you still have your whole life ahead of you. You're 19 years old and you're doing so good for yourself. My question is, if you get the opportunity to do a world tour, and I'm thinking ahead of time now, because yeah, you're correct if you say we can't predict the future and what's going to happen and the way to go forward and so on. But do you see yourself on the big stages of the world?
You know, I definitely can see myself there. I think that would be an incredible experience to do a big tour like that. You know, just to see the world, meet new people, uh, play shows, touch different lives. I think that's what it's all about. So for me, I think that would be incredibly cool. That would be
Who,
awesome.
who's your favorite country artist of all time?
Of all time, man, like I told you, I like the classic country music. So I really like Merle Haggard.
Mel
Merle
Haggard.
Haggard.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that, I'm I'm I'm
Merle
more
Haggard.
I'm more a George Jones type
Oh yeah.
of fan. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
no,
Yes, sir.
and do you ever dream of going to the Grand Opry or places like that?
Yes, sir. They say, some say that once you've made it there, that you've really made it. So if I ever get the chance to play there, then that would that would just be awesome.
Did you ever thought of doing um, shows, say on America's Got Talent or places like that?
Um, I've actually tried out for American Idol, but I didn't make it, and I was younger. It was in the start of my music career, and maybe if I gave it another shot, it might work out. But I think that The Voice or something in that area, like America's Got Talent or something like that, might be better suited. But yeah, you never know. That would be really, really cool to be on that. That there's a lot of opportunity that comes from that. It's just I feel it's really hard to get on there and to make it through there because there's so many people just like me that are really good, and I think that's what it comes down to.
I mean, I don't want to compare you with other artists because I don't think it's a right thing to do because we are all unique and brilliant in our own way. I'm busy watching the current series of America's Got Talent, and there's a few singers and a group. They one group I think they call Chapel Art. I mean, they good, and I think you, with your talent, you can do that as well, man. You must try.
Yes, sir, and that's all you can do. I appreciate those words. That really means a lot to me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and don't step down. Step up and do it. Make a decision and go. I mean, you never know what doors will open up for you in future, and I think. To be honest, that's your family will be very proud of you, even if you only try.
That's right. Yes, sir. I've always felt love and support from my family. That no matter where this road leads, that I've gotten where I've gotten, and I've kept the important things first. And I feel that they're proud of me and that they love me no matter what. And I don't think that there would be any disappointment if I didn't make it. I feel like it would only be that they're excited for me to have the opportunity in front of me.
By recording single of yours, feels like memory, is to win a golden medal already. I mean, to do that and to put it out in the world so that people can listen to it and drink in the story behind it, and just to hear you tell us what it's all about and how you got inspired by that is already that step closer to big success.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that song it's been out for not a very long time, and it's already gotten way more views than anything I've ever done. It's amazing how much of a hit that song really has seemed to be for me, and it's incredible to watch that song go from just me singing in my room, writing that song from my heart, to watch it be produced in this massive studio with this massive production, and now it's literally like everywhere. And so it's really cool to watch that song just come to life, and that's all thanks to Rivers and Bridges Studio and Ashley Bridges on the background, and Werner for doing his work. He is I just want to brag on Warner for a second. He is just incredibly talented. You can tell him something that, hey, I want it to sound like this, and Werner can do it. He can make it sound exactly like you hear it in your head. And I've never met somebody who can do exactly what you hear in your own head. Like, he just knows. He's just very good at what he does. He's a talented musician. And aside from all that, he has been an incredible friend and amazing person that I'm blessed to have met.
Yeah, I'm sure yourself and Werner and Sunette will work together in the future, and I'm positive about that. Jordan, thanks a million for having this interview with us.
Yes, sir. Not a problem. I am so grateful to be here talking with you. I hope that you've gotten something from this. I truly feel blessed. I appreciate you giving me your time and having me on.
We're going to play this song again and again and again on the radio stations, and people must take note of that one.
Awesome. I appreciate that. That is so cool to hear. Thank you so much.
You must send our regards back home, and you must keep warm and stay safe. And thanks again for having this chat with us, Jordan.
Yes, sir. God bless you. Thanks again.
Keep well, my friend. We'll have a chat again.
Yes, sir.
Keep well. Bye-bye.
Driving home and it felt slow when a song came on the radio. Had me thinking about the life I'd left behind. There's just something about being gone, and Merle singing me back home, making my old memories come alive. And the sun setting down real slow. Darling, right there, it's right where I wanna go. Back to my hometown with my dogs, and mama's got supper on the stove. I believe that's how you know it's been too long, when it feels like a memory. Home, and it's been a while since I've been within a country mile. I am running to the life I left behind, where I had a front porch rocking with my baby and the sun setting down real slow. Darling, right there, it's right where I wanna go. With my dogs, and mama's got supper on the stove. I believe that's how you know it's been too long, when it feels like a memory. I opened my eyes and then I realized it was just a dream from last night. I'm fighting for you, you're still praying for me. When I close my eyes, I can't help but see a front porch rocking with my baby and the sun setting down real slow. Darling, right there's right where I wanna go. The sun setting